Hi everyone, I'm a bit squint today. Now, I just want to check if you can hear me. Got my earbuds, something's in today. Welcome along to today, Monday's live video. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear this okay? I think so. Hi Millie, hello. So, in my ever-evolving mission to try and make these live videos, Brittany says she can hear me. Thank you, perfect. We're going to try something new today, just for a change. Hopefully this is all set up. I'm watching a live feed on my laptop today so that I can hopefully catch it if we have some sort of technical disaster and it goes upside down. I can't see the comments on the live feed, but you know, we'll get through it. So today we're going to do some more live colouring, and we're going to do a little bit more from the picture from Worlds of Wonder, but we're going to use a different kind of colouring pencil. Today we are going to use my Staedtler Ergo Softs. This is the 36 set. I love them. I haven't used them for quite a while. I like a Staedtler Ergo Soft pencil. When people ask me what are the colouring pencils that I would recommend, if you are just starting out or you're gifting a colouring book to somebody, get them a set of Staedtler Ergo Softs. I think they're the best low cost, affordable colouring pencil that you can get in this sort of a price bracket. And they have a soft enough lead that you can blend them nicely, but hard enough that you can sharpen them and get quite a fine wee point to it. I like to do all those little details and things. So for me, I think they're just a brilliant all-round colouring pencil. And you can usually get a 24 pack. I usually have some here. Oh no, I don't actually. You can usually get a 24 pack from Tesco or from Amazon, from Walmart, and they just, a 24 pack would sit on top of a colouring book and just be a really nice little package. So that's my top tip of the day. I hope you're all well where you are. I heard online that, I saw on the internet that it's Blue Monday. I have never even heard of that, but I'm actually dressed in blue, but apparently it's something to do with it's the most depressing day of the year. Nice one. Why slam it in at the start? You know, just to kick everything off, we're going to give you the most depressing day of the year. I mean, I guess maybe it means you get it out of the way. I mean, really, do we really need any of that kind of chat? I'm all set for, what would be a better day? Sunshine Yellow Wednesday? I'm a big promoter of that. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get colouring. Let's hope we don't end upside down. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Now, so far, so good, I think. Oh, I've got a bit of a shadow. What is that? Is that a shadow? Oh, it's a pencil sharpener. Oh my word. So these are the colouring pencils that I'm going to be using. They are the Staedtler Ergo Softs. Look. That photo was taken before I had children. The 36 set you can't always get, but here they are. And they're all very neat and tidy. But that's what we're going to use. And here is the Worlds of Wonder book. One of only 4 copies kicking about just now. And that's not the page that we're working on. Sneak peek. Here's the page that we're working on. Now, here's my couple of sheets of blank paper that I'm just going to pop underneath the page that we're working on. I'm going to take this off because it's annoying me. I'm genuinely concerned about that pencil sharpener. Now, how's our lighting? It's okay. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Oh, it's kicking over my tripod. I wish I could see your comments on my laptop. I'm sure they will be set up. Anyway, at least we're the right way up. You know, small wins. Got to take them where we can. Now, because we did this house blue, let's do this one. Well, we do it pink and have a different kind of colour palette. Now, the thing that I like about the Staedtler Ergo Softs is that there isn't a massive colour range. So if you're somebody that can be a bit indecisive, it's quite a nice thing because you can get overwhelmed with choice. Like, there is literally a set number of greens, blues, all that kind of stuff. I mean, every set has that, but you know what I mean. Oh, this, I'm just kicking the foot of the mannequin. I'll show you in a minute. Right, let's do this one here. I'm going to zoom in just a tiny bit more because we won't be colouring that cork. There we go. Now, let's get going. So these Staedtler pencils actually are, they have a triangular barrel. I don't know if you can, where's my camera? There. So it's like, that's where the ergo bit comes from. They are really nice to hold. I find them super comfortable. You know, like when kids are just learning to write, sometimes they'll be given those special triangular pencils, or like even like a plastic triangular grip to put over the top of their colouring pencils. It's like that built into the colouring pencil, so I find it really comfy for colouring. If you have, you know, like a bit of cramp in your hands, or maybe a touch of arthritis or something like that, obviously nothing too serious, it's not a wonder cure, but I'm sure it would help support your sort of grip if you're in that bracket as well. I just think they're lovely to use. Right, let's blend them. So the thing that I was going to say actually was, even though they have that triangular barrel, I once got asked, do you need to get a special pencil sharpener for them because they're triangular? And I think the person thought you would need like a triangular pencil sharpener. I was like, no, any pencil sharpener would do. In fact, I just use that Staedtler one that I've got there, the 2-hole one, this one. Although I don't think I ever used this. In fact, that's a lie, do you know? What I use it for is I have a highlighter. I have a highlighter makeup pencil for like underneath your eyebrows. You know, like one of those like shimmery ones that's quite chubby. And sometimes I use my normal pencil sharpener to do that. Wouldn't advise it because they're like, obviously makeup is super waxy and messy and just makes a big old mess. But I remember thinking, I don't have a eyebrow pencil sharpener that's going to fit that. I was like, oh, wait a minute though. And ran and grab my pencil case. Right, this is actually looking okay, I think. Oh, Paula says, I want this book so much. I can't wait for you guys to get it. I'm going to do the full flip through, nearly, soon. Soon is all I'm saying. To be honest, I just want to wait until we get a copy of the US book as well. So the US cover is slightly different. The interior, I get asked all the time, why is there 2 different editions? It's just because we print them in different places. So the UK book is printed in one factory and the US book is printed in another one, and it just sort of cuts down on shipping time and shipping distance, all those good things. And also things like the US book spells colouring, COLORING, and the UK one has the U, and their papers are slightly different because we print in different places. What you do is you bulk buy all your paper and you sort of store it at your printers, and obviously the printers are in different countries. It's just one of those things. But yeah, also the covers, got a bit of a tangent there. The covers are different. The placement of colour, the artwork's the same, but the placement of colour and the foil and things are slightly nuanced. So it's just nice to show you both. Also, I wouldn't want to show you just the US cover and then the UK people think, is this a fake book? You know, when you get something that's almost the same, but not quite. I liken it to when you go to Aldi. Now, I don't know if the US has got something similar. So in the UK, Aldi is a supermarket that's, what do you call it? Do you call it a budget supermarket? I don't know. It's like cheaper than Tesco, Sainsbury's and Asda, like the big ones. And it's got packaging that looks like the big brands, but it's slightly different. And it's like odd because you recognise the things, but it's a little bit jarring. So we have biscuits in the UK called, this is my favourite one, penguin biscuits. So they're chocolate biscuits. And Aldi have ones called seals, because penguins and seals like both live in water. I don't know. And they almost look exactly the same, but not. So when you're buying your colouring book, if you've only ever seen the US version and then you see the UK one, I think it would be like slightly disconcerting, and you would be worried about, is it a knockoff? Is it slightly different? Is it not as good? So the UK and the US books, both exactly the same. Inside, slightly different on the outside. Everyone loves Aldi, I know. Let's hear about love for the mid aisle in Aldi. So also, I missed it. Do you have Aldi in the US? See, I've never heard about it, so I'm guessing not. In the middle aisle, there's like the bargain aisle. I'm sure I've spoken about this before, but it's where you get random discounted items, but they are completely bonkers, completely unrelated, not what you would call a curated selection, but you will find things that you now urgently need in your life, but you didn't even know you needed when you walked into the shop. For example, waterproof trousers for children. Like, wouldn't have thought I needed a pair, but will always like they're there. There's usually quite a lot of like random things for your garden. Here's a giant inflatable lobster. You'd probably need that for your garden. Craft supplies. I always see quite a lot of like weaving kits, weaving looms. Random. And then there'll be things like 240 screws, a head torch, and I don't know, a glow-in-the-dark caterpillar to put on your wall. Like, it's like literally that random and crazy, but brilliant. Now, I'm going to try and blend this pink into yellow, because I really love that magenta pink with yellow. And I think, what would we do with the tiles? I'm going to do these like a really deep purple. Oh yeah, Aldi in the US. Right. So for these tiles, what I'm going to do is press quite hard at the top and then lighter towards the bottom of the tile, actually leaving a bit of a white halo. Do that again here. And that'll make it look like the light is just catching the tip of that tile. And the ones that come below it, obviously the light wouldn't be getting to the bit of the tile underneath, so it just sort of reinforces the idea of that overlapping effect. I think this will be more prominent once I get a few of them done. Darken that bit in again. What we're thinking to the sounds to do. Is it better? I literally couldn't believe what happened last week when I did the entire video upside down. I was so wrapped up and thought about it that I drove straight past the post office. Remember I was telling you, I need to go, I need to catch the post office. Drove straight past it. I was like, oh, it just wasn't meant to be. I'm feeling like this. Yeah, Shell says sound is perfect. Thank you, Shell. I think we might have found a good way to do these videos. So I think the thing that makes this sort of tile technique works really well is having that little lip of white at the bottom here. It also works super nicely for like scales on fish and mermaids. So if you're doing a little mermaid tail, Those seagulls outside today are just bananas. I don't know, they're just so noisy today. But yeah, brickwork, scales, fins. It would also work, I guess, on like the scales of a snake if you were colouring a snake. Nice, nice, nice. Let's use this up here. This is meant to be a little chimney thing, but now I'm just thinking it looks like a firework. A big firecracker. I don't think I've used this lilac on anything yet. And then the door, I'm gonna do in this sort of pink here. Now that I'm gonna do as a window, I think. So we'll have a little bit of light coming from there. Same with this one. We'll do our little lanterns. The thing that I love about the Ergosofts is that I can colour in small details like that. I fear that if I was using a wax-based pencil or something just softer and more sort of crumbly and luscious, whilst they are lovely for doing blending in large areas, on small wee bits like that, disaster. It would just be smooshing about all over the place. So for me, I like the ability to sharpen an Ergosoft to quite a good firm point and just get all these wee bitties done. Or as Evie would say, like she gets her like sayings mixed up. She doesn't say nooks and crannies. She says nooks and crammies. It's just like, okay. Get those nooks and crammies, Mom. It's like, yep, I'm on it. And she also said at the weekend, she was trying to say piece of cake, but she was like, yeah, Mum, I've done it. Piece of pie. I was like, okay, piece of pie. We'll just go with that. It's a piece of pie, Mum. Now I've left a little bit of white at the top here because I think what I would like to do is blend a wee bit of pink into there. Sort of tie it all together. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And then where was I going to do yellow? Oh, up here. I think I'm going to pick quite a orangey yellow. So this yellow is quite, I would say, quite egg yolky as opposed to lemony. Like I feel like that's quite a lemony yellow. This is kind of more of a yolky yellow. And I'm going to go at the top and blend down into that pink. And I'm going to use this yellow for these wee lanterns. And in fact, I'm going to do a little bit of yellow outside the lines. That might freak you out. Just to give the impression of glow. You have to be careful though, because obviously you're layering yellow over purple in this case, so it does tend to blend those colours into, I don't know, what does yellow and purple make? Kind of like a, I don't know, a greeny brown? I don't know. I'll do this bit here. And in fact, this bigger window, let's go yellow round the outside quite hard, and we'll release the pressure as we go into the middle. So it's almost white in the middle. Now, nice, nice, nice. Let's do our wee leaves and things. I'm not going to do them green. I'm not going to do them pink, I'm going to do them green. Ergo Softs have a couple of really nice shades of green. I tend to like the sort of grassy, quite muted greens, not a forest green, but these sort of greens. Where are we? These ones. So this would be like what I would classify as quite a dark sort of forest green, and then I prefer these sort of lighter tones. I mean, they're all good, I just like these ones better. And I'm just gonna do a light bit of green so that we're not competing with the pink in the background. And I'm going to use 2 colouring pencils, and everything green is going to be in those 2 colours. So even this funny little bubble tree pot plant in the background. Brenda says, I'm grateful for your videos and art. You've inspired me to finally do watercolour, which I've tried unsuccessfully for years. Well done. I dip in and out of watercolour. Do you know who I think is brilliant at watercolour, and I really like her tutorials? Jenna Rainey. She is a lovely human over in America, and if you Google her or look up like her Instagram or her Facebook, she has the most wonderful watercolor tutorials, like easy to do and achievable. So I think I watched a few of them and learned how to paint a few flowers, and then Evie and I did like a watercolor floral garland thing together, and we did some patterns, and she sort of shows you how to hold the brushes. She's like really good at recommending different art supplies, all those good things. So if watercolour is your thing, I would take a wee look at Jenna Rainey, and there's probably some like nice tutorials on there, and for free as well, like on her YouTube channel. She's got a little boy called Miles, who was born, if anyone follows me regularly, I took 6 months off social media a while ago, and was just like, yeah, I'm going to focus on other things, and Miles was due to be born in that time, and I've never even met Jenna, but I was like very invested in her pregnancy, and I knew the baby was going to be born during those 6 months. So around the due date, I used to sneak back on and peek at Jenna's page just to see if her little baby had arrived safe and well yet. I think she knew she was having a boy, but and I've never even met Jenna in real life. I think we're just like internet friends. And yeah, I was delighted when he arrived. Now that's our wee tree and plant pot. I'm going to do that in the same sort of purple, I think, as I want to do it in purpley pink. That's what I'm going to do. Some sort of gull frenzy outside. That's a bit dark. I'll do that. Put a bit of pink on it. Right, let's do the bottle. I didn't really get around to I don't know why it took me so long to do the other one the other day. Is it taking me ages to do this? I don't feel like it has. I'm going to zoom out a touch. Oh, hold on. Come on. There we go. Oh, someone says, is it because of the bad weather coming? What do seagulls do that? Is it not ducks? No, Helen, it's definitely not ducks. Definitely not a duck. I'm going to do the inside of the bottle. I think we have to do each bottle inside the colour of the house. So this one will need to be our pinky kind of bottle. I am going to colour in the edge of the bottle first, and then sort of gently fade into the colour surrounding the house. So you could just colour all that background in one flat colour, or you could try and do something a bit different. So you could either do what I'm doing here, where the outside edge of the bottle is going to be the darkest colour, and it'll sort of fade to lighter around the house, or do the opposite, so it's darker around the house and it fades to lighter on the edge of the bottle. My hand's in the way there, sorry, let me try it like this. It's maybe a bit more interesting for you. So I'm probably not going to pull the colour all the way to the house. Just sort of around the edges there. Thinking about Blue Monday, I also read that today, or like this week, is the week that most people give up on their New Year's resolutions. It's like, wow, let's just hit us with all the doom, gloom, despair and inability to do stuff in January. But here's the thing, if your New Year's resolution's crashed by now, it's probably the wrong resolution. Like, I just think people are picking the wrong things. I'm all about picking the easiest, the route with least resistance. I think that's what parenting has taught me. It's like, don't battle it. If you really don't need to, don't battle it. Pick your battles. So just pick a better resolution. So I think you should just be allowed, maybe instead of Blue Monday, it's like Monday 2.0, and you can pick an actual New Year's resolution to last you the year. So you've given up on that ridiculous one that you thought of on the 1st of January, like going to the gym every day, never eating chocolate again, all those silly things that we say. Oh, I'm never going to eat carbs all year. And instead pick something better. So Blue Monday is like the day on which you switch to the actual resolution that you're going to do for the year. So maybe it is being creative every day, whether that's doing a little bit of colouring or a little bit of drawing, or doing the 10-day free Inky art school course. I think you should just be allowed on Blue Monday or on this week to pick a new resolution without any sort of feelings of you've let yourself down or failed. It's just like a free switch, a switcheroo day. That's what I'm going to aim for. Switcheroo Tuesday. Do you think I could get that to trend by tomorrow? I think we'd maybe need to work on it. It's maybe not the best thought through plan. And also, don't set yourself up to fail. Like, don't be like, wow, I'm going to do half an hour of colouring every day. No. Say you're going to do 10 minutes, or say you're going to pick up a pencil and do one colour, just one little bit every day, because then it's immediately less scary and there's more chance that you're going to do it. So for ages, I was trying to do journaling, like that. Everyone says journaling's a great thing for your mental health. It's so good at helping you work stuff out. But I just couldn't do it. I could just never find the time or get around to it. And I was like, wow. So then I decided I'm not going to journal every day. I'm just going to write the date. All I have to do is get my notebook out and write the date. And you know what? Once you've managed to do that, you just think, well, I'll write one sentence. And then you're like, well, I'll just write another sentence. And before you know it, you're managing. So don't set yourself up for a fail and say, I'm going to colour a page a week or anything like that. Just smaller targets, get the easy win. Now I think I might just leave it there. I'm going to do a few bits more to it, but it's 4:30 and I don't want to push my luck. I feel like this has gone all right today, so let's not do anything dramatic. Let me just show you both houses. You can see them. I actually prefer, I'm just going to do this one-handed, but that's a bit of a hard line there. Oh, I'll need to do it properly. There you go. I think I prefer the Ergo Softs. Someone's asking if I use blender pencils. Yeah, sometimes I actually find I don't need to with the Ergo Softs, or you can do, but it just, a blender pencil is like a colourless pencil that just sort of acts as like a colourless smoosher medium. So if you've got two colours and then you colour over it with a blender pencil, it just helps it all mesh together. It's a little bit like, imagine you've got like Vaseline on your finger and then two shades of eyeshadow, and you did that, it would blend them together. That's what it's like. Right, what were the pencils used for the Blue House? The Blue House was it my Artezas? Yeah, it was my Artezas, because remember I got the sets mixed up with the set that I broke, well, that I've broken, and the other one. So they were the Artezas. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's been lovely to do what I feel has been not too technically challenged a live video. Everyone's agreeing with setting a low goal. Yeah, that's why do anything that's going to make yourself feel bad? Like, just set the goal lower, smash it every day, feel good about it, and then it'll just sort of spiral from there. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you back here tomorrow. We can do a bit more colouring, maybe some drawing tomorrow. I think we'll do some drawing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.